Welcome to episode 8 of Dark Underworld. We are back. This session is powered by RPG Sessions, the only virtual tabletop made specifically for Star Wars and Genesys RPGs. Sign up today for free at rpgsessions.com or by using the link down in the description below. To our Patreon council members, A Satchman, Nathan Gervais, Logan Williams, J Danger 87, Brian Douglas, and Felix. Thank you so much for the ongoing continued support. We really appreciate you. It's because of you that we're able to do this and keep going and whatnot. Really quick, let's do Destiny tokens. Everybody roll for Destiny tokens.
No.
Hey, I got myself a dark side point. Let's go.
I don't even know what I
So
rolled.
we got,
I got
two light,
Hey,
one
Nate.
dark, two light, and two light. So that's 8 light sides,
Heck
one dark
yeah.
side.
Nice.
What
You know, I was
what
gonna
is up with
ask.
you guys rolling like a butt ton of light side Destiny token.
I was gonna
Nice.
ask. Remember that time we rolled only light side, but you know
Yep.
I didn't, and this is what happens. So
Yeah, it's true. Last session
So-
we rolled obligation
yeah.
96, so it will not trigger this time around. Before we get into the recap, Mott spent his XP on rank 3 and 4 of ranged light for 35 XP. Shay bought sidestep talent for 15 XP. Ragnar bought frenzied attack for 15 XP, and Keenan is saving his XP. So, our 4 heroes purchased a new safe house, and then Shay's old friends arrived, and then Mott and Shay ran an errand for parts and learned a dark secret from Aura about Shay's inherited debt being to the Red Fang. And while that was going on, Ragnar and Keenan figured out the secret to unlocking a compass within the artifact. The 4 followed the artifact to a secret temple or chamber of some sort, and after solving a few puzzles, they found what they assumed to be the entrance to the hidden Dathomirian Sith temple mentioned in the book, actually located hidden inside of George's archive. But it was being guarded by George Blue, who is an ancient cursed guardian. After defeating George, the players look to the secret door inside his shop, still located behind the bookshelf.
All right. So, I'm gonna look around and make sure they're not like levers or like something that we're gonna trigger that's like a booby trap before we try to open this.
Sure. I would say.
I think if
do, like-
anything, the other guy was the booby trap.
I'm just making
But-
sure.
yeah, do you do
That's
an
fair.
easy perception check? Still somehow fails. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you
Yeah.
look around and you do not spot.
Looks fine to me.
You'll know if it's trapped or not trapped.
What are you doing?
I was trying to see if there was anything that was gonna go boom if we open
Trying
the door.
to catch my breath. To Shay. Oh, never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it looks good. It looks good. We're not gonna have any problems then.
I mean, I can't see anything. I don't think it's fine. Keenan, you need a stim pack? You good?
I don't know. I'm feeling a little woozy right now. He looks fine.
I'll take the
Oh,
lead. You
He's got some lightsaber burned, wounds
take
from
a chill
George's
pill, take a
attacks.
breather. You know, I'll
Do y'all
take
have
the
a med
lead.
pack?
We do.
Okay.
A med pack. I don't have
Yeah.
a med pack.
I carry it.
I think Shay has it.
Well,
Jay,
I don't
do
have it
you-
listed, but I do carry it.
Yeah,
Yes,
I remember you have it
also-
if you want to add it to your stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm thinking if you can do it, you can do however you want. And Keenan can request for you to.
Yeah. Let me just sit here for a second while you guys maybe just make sure whatever this is safe to go into.
Well, I'd assume that if he was the one guarding this place, he should be the biggest threat here. And he just walks towards the entrance and just starts like opening it.
Yeah. So the bookshelf is in the way. So I'm assuming you slide the bookshelf out of the
Or
way.
yeah, sliding
Yeah.
the bookshelf out of the
So
way.
you see the cracks of the door in the wall, but there does not appear to be a doorknob or handle or any like conventional way to open the door.
I'm looking for like levers and doodads.
Do another easy perception check.
Okay.
You keep
One
I got an
advantage.
advantage.
You don't
Do
spot
you
any
want a
levers.
hand looking around?
Why not? I'm a little distracted lately.
You
Can I-
don't
can I
see
also
any.
roll?
Sure. I mean, I'll say for the one advantage, you don't spot any levers, but you do spot a 7-point star on the door, like where a doorknob would normally be. It's kind of small and
Okay.
it seems worn and faded.
Shay, leave that alone for a second. I need some medical attention here. Do you have the
Oh.
bandages or something? I can.
Oh yeah, I got a med pack. I got you.
Ugh. Hey, why don't
She's
we
distracted.
put the book thing, the gem, the artifact, into this spot on the door, Ragnar,
So
while
it's
they're
not
doing
like
that?
it's not like an indent or a hole or anything. It's just it's like
Oh,
a
it's just like a symbol
it's
there?
a sketch.
I'm just gonna like
almost.
kind of tap it against it.
Yeah. It doesn't do anything.
I
I'm
was sure that
gonna
would work.
I'm gonna give Keenan some medical attention.
Sure.
Can I roll perception now?
The book, maybe the book.
Oh,
that's a bad
oh.
idea.
I just hit the book.
Yeah,
against
you can roll perception. I'll say easy again.
Sprinkle Jorge's dust on it. I don't know.
That's dark.
One failure
You
roll,
guys are
4
great,
advantages.
guys.
Easy.
Oh,
Ouch.
gosh, let's get all the bad rolls out of the way first.
Supposed to be helping.
Ouch.
I haven't done anything. It wasn't me.
What?
So I'll say that as you don't spot anything as far as like levers or anything. As you put the artifact close to the thing, though, you do notice that it starts to glow red.
The door or the artifact?
The symbol on the door.
Oh. Hey, the door symbol started to glow red when I put the... I'm gonna do it again. Show people.
Yeah, and it kind of just it like starts to glow red, like the closer the artifact is to it.
Does it need blood too? Looks
know.
at somewhere. Oh, he's probably not bleeding because lightning.
Here, and she just like
lightsaber
rubs some of
wounds.
Keenan's blood on it.
Yeah.
Ouch. Shay, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You
And
were
then
already
the door,
bleeding.
as you place Keenan's blood on the door, the 7-point star starts to glow even brighter red, and with the quiet rumble, the door slides open, revealing an old turbo lift about 10 by 10 by 10 feet.
Good idea, Ragro. Hold on a second, guys. Let me try to heal him up real quick.
It's always the blood.
That was my blood.
What am I rolling?
You don't have any diseases.
Your
No,
roll well,
that's-
depends.
that's
are
royal
you,
blood.
Are you trying to heal his wounds, or are you trying to heal a critical injury?
I don't know. Do you have a critical injury?
I gotta go.
He's got
You have
two.
I'm trying to do those.
Which one do you want to heal first, Keenan?
Well,
Probably the easy one.
I mean, personally, I would go for my wounds first, because I think if you do a triumph, I think that can also heal a critical injury.
True. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
I'll
And
do
you
his
can
wounds
so you
first
do a
then.
medicine check,
And hey.
average with a boost die because it's a med pack.
Yeah, and
And
there's
hey,
plenty of white.
We have
destiny points up
plenty of
there.
destiny.
I'm gonna
Destiny
click a white
tokens.
dice.
There you go.
Don't use them yet, otherwise Nate will start using them.
Too late, I'm
You
using
have to
them.
hoard them.
There it is.
Four
4
advantages.
success,
Okay.
4 advantages. So heal
Yay.
four wounds, and because he doesn't have any
thank you.
strain, what we can do is if you use the med pack again to try to heal a critical injury, you can add 2 boost die.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
So
And this is
Feeling
what
what
like
is
the
that?
3rd or 4th
Better.
time the med pack's been used. So
This is
I
the
tip,
third.
that's tip, this is the 3rd. Okay, I typically do like a med pack has like 3 uses generally,
Okay,
but
this is
I
the
could be
third
wrong
one.
with that.
seems like you're
what
always
difficulty?
patching up my wounds, aren't you, Shay?
You're welcome.
Add 2 additional boost die, so it'll be 3 boost die against probably honestly the easy one is probably the one you want to heal first because it's probably more guaranteed you'll heal it.
Okay. So you said 3 boost die?
You say
Mhm.
that, Nate, but now because you've said it out loud,
Do not jinx
All
me,
blanks.
sir.
6
Six
success and
successes.
5 advantages.
5
You know what?
advantage.
That's 5 advantages and so many successes that I'm actually just gonna let you heal both.
Oh yeah.
Because
What a
like,
nice
to me, 5
deal.
advantages is pretty much
even
the equivalent
if we
of it.
rolled
5 advantages
all
is a
fails
triumph.
on the other one.
Really,
too.
like it's kind of 5 advantages. Is
Because I
pretty
mean, I
much
have
a triumph at that
6
point.
boost die on the next one.
Keenan stands up
Well,
and in
I'm saying the 5 advantages
a
is
very-
you can heal his second. You can heal his second one as well.
in
So,
a very rare thing, Keenan gives Shay a hug and
Ooh.
says, feeling much better, thank you.
Oh, okay.
So
Appreciate
it maybe took like 20 minutes to patch
She,
up
like, awkwardly
Keenan
pats him.
and gauze some of the
Look at the
wounds
door.
and apply special healing ointments and oils and stuff. But now, yeah, there's a turbo lift that awaits.
Don't mean to interrupt anyone, but
Real quick, before we go in here, what if we didn't?
What if we what?
What, I'm just throwing it out there. What if all of this leads to us dying, right? Like, I'm not religious, but clearly there are people who can live for a long time and then attack me and try to
Mott.
kill me.
I
We've
don't
come this
think
far.
he
I'm
tried
not
to
turning
attack
back.
and kill you.
How about this, Mott? How about you stay right here where we saw someone just right outside this store just a little bit ago try to kill you? We'll go down and you just stay here then, okay?
No, I don't want to.
No,
be left
I think it's a
alone.
great idea.
That sounds great. Let's
I'll
go,
down
guys.
with you for all going down. I just trying to throw it out there.
Well, then get on the turbo lift. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
Okay.
Keenan and I almost died for this. We're going down.
I need to know the answer.
Almost.
I just want to say I'm super happy Keenan said that because my brain was thinking like I can't say it because I'm a GM, but like there are no catchers down
beautiful.
there.
Valid. I was not thinking about that at all.
That was beautiful, and I loved every moment of it.
So you guys step inside the turbo lift, and the only controls are a indent of a 6-inch diameter circle,
Oh, hey, look.
like a hole,
put
like
the thingy.
an indent in the wall.
I like it. The bandages. It's like I just got bandaged up.
Who has the artifact right now?
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Put the
Yep.
thing.
You place the artifact inside. Dark vine-like shadows encase the artifact, and the door creaks shut. There's no lights. It's pitch black. There's no discernible movement coming from this turbo lift. Just you four alone in a pitch black room for maybe like 20 seconds.
I awkwardly flip on my light, and I'm just like,
So
Okay, Mott.
it
Maybe
doesn't-
you had.
no,
you
no,
had-
don't give
feel
him
like
the
we're going down?
satisfaction. Do
Oh,
not
look,
give him that satisfaction.
I'm just saying, if we all die, I told you so.
That's fine. I'll be dead.
Okay.
And the door
You know,
opens at this moment.
Eventually, you'll
20
be
seconds
wrong
later.
on that, Mott. And he walks out.
You
No,
see
eventually I will be
planes.
right. We're all going to die.
You see plains
for yourself.
before you with red clay-like soil and wilted grass and dead trees and a couple cracks that lead into like a shadowy abyss.
Did you say plains like Savannah Plains?
Yes, plains, Plains.
Okay.
Not like airplanes. So you can still see like the top of the level, meaning you're still somewhere below Coruscant. You're maybe like a quarter mile or so away from the top of the level. So think like Empire State Building in height.
Oh.
So as you look out into the distance, you can see dilapidated skyscrapers and buildings with like dark viney shadows creeping and seeping into the city. The field, however, appears to be like a 4-mile wide, like round septagon. Like you can kind of see one of the edges nearby, and it definitely has like a corner. But dead in the middle of this round area is a black ziggurat.
Ominous.
Oh, great.
Is this like a park then? Kind of as we're going out, it's like this park surrounded by city.
Kind of, yeah, but it's like the park's dead.
Okay.
Like the grass is brown and withered, and like trees have no leaves. They're just like dead,
I don't think
decayed.
the groundskeeper's doing their job.
So
Going towards the ziggurat.
yeah,
So is that the thing we're supposed to? Okay, we're yep.
Yeah, I mean,
As you
presumably,
approach-
I don't know.
as you approach the
She was
ziggurat,
walking.
as you approach, you can see that the temple is made out of skulls encased in black, partially transparent stone. You can see ancient Dathomirian writing above the entryway.
I'm sorry, how big is this?
It's pretty big, like, and think like a ziggurat. So
Oh, this was the thing that was like the size of the Empire State Building. Is that what you're saying?
no, just like you guys are still underground Coruscant. So from where you're
Okay.
standing to like the ceiling of this level is about an Empire State Building level up. However, the ziggurat itself is maybe like a 6 or 7 story building tall,
Thank you.
a round square with the little step things that go up.
Yeah.
Can I look at the
Build it.
skulls? Do the skulls look human, or are they all types of skulls?
species. Yeah, all types of skulls. But there is ancient Dathomirian writing above the entryway.
Okay.
And it
Do we
appears
have
just
the
like as
artifact
you
still?
look inside. You have the artifact, yes.
Okay, I try to look through
looks
it like a.
says something.
That's clever. I didn't even think about that. So it says, yeah, but I'll grant it. That's clever. So power comes to those who have the will to take it. Sound body, sound mind, sound spirit, hollow soul.
Hollow soul.
Hollow as in like
from
empty,
Bleach.
not as in a hologram. And as you look inside the entryway to this ziggurat, it appears just to kind of like go into darkness.
I shine my light in to see if it eats it, like darkness.
It do.
Shay, what did those words say?
Oh, right. I repeated it to them when I was reading it. Hollow soul. Was me finishing the sentence.
Soul.
I read the whole thing. I just
I
don't.
do like that first part though.
Yeah, it's interesting.
We don't know. We don't have any thoughts upon the hollow soul portion of that.
Honestly, it sounds like you. He starts walking.
What does that mean?
So Ragro steps into the darkness. This time the darkness doesn't move with you. Like you step through it almost like it's a curtain of some kind. And so like as you step through, you enter a room and on the other side. Does everybody else follow him?
Yeah, I'm right behind him.
Okay. So
Yeah, I'll,
the red-
I'll take the rear unless Mott, are you kind of coming in last?
Yeah, I don't mind. If you're intentional about coming in last, then you can. But otherwise, I'd probably be slightly slower on the
Yeah.
entrance.
I'll wait. I'll wait till you go in just to make sure we're together.
Great. So as everybody steps inside, red flames alight beneath the blackened smooth floor. There is a hallway that stretches in both directions, and the hallway is about 50 feet, like depth-wise. So a couple 100 feet in both directions. But immediately, the walls begin to close in, and the entrance is sealed shut. And as
Oh,
the walls
good.
begin to move, they lock into place. and it seems that it has become a labyrinth, and it stretches in both directions. And this ominous feeling kind of starts to creep in and makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up, and you just have this like unnatural sense of dread begin to creep in.
We're all gonna die. We're all dead.
I
We're
yeah.
not dead yet. We're not
I pull out my
dead
tools.
yet.
So the walls, what are they made of?
Like a stone, but you can't see through them.
I
They're not
chisel
transparent.
like a marking into it, like just like a X mark.
Yeah, so you go to like chisel, and no discernible mark is like being made in the walls.
I get angry, take out my fusion cutter, and try to do the same thing.
Yeah. And so you know from experience that like there should be a mark in this wall that's appearing, but there's no mark.
Right,
There's no mark being made into the stone.
Shay,
I
this
was-
is magic. This
Yeah,
is ancient evil magic.
Get that? I was just trying to mark where we were so we don't lose track of where we're going.
We don't need to lose track. We're already lost. We made a mistake coming down here, and we're all gonna die.
Hey, little blue man, you're not making this any better by freaking out. Stay
Okay.
calm, and we'll
The
be
walls
fine.
start to like kind of grow, and Mott actually gets separated from the rest of the group. However, they don't reach the ceiling, but it does seem like well, okay, they kind of reach the ceiling, but they're not like sealed off. So you could, if you talk, they can hear you.
Mott?
Hey, Mott,
Yeah.
maybe you should stay still and we find you.
What am I looking at when I look around? Does it look different?
It's still a bunch of just random pathways, and the labyrinth seems to be moving a bunch.
Oh, great.
You
Like the
guys see
walls are
moving
shifting.
walls on your side?
Keenan just starts to like walk one of the ways that would have been like connected to where
Mhm.
Mott would have been, right? He just starts walking.
Oh, well, I
Um,
guess we're following because we got to stick together.
Should we should stick together.
Yeah,
I'm not good with mazes.
Can
I
I
would
hear them?
say-
Everybody do a hard discipline check.
Oh,
I
love
would
that
say-
for all of us.
That the smartest thing to do would be put one hand on a right wall and continue following till you find the exit. But if the walls move, we're screwed.
Yeah, that does make this a lot harder.
Hey, there you go.
I got a success.
Oh,
Whales.
Just Keenan, huh?
So I'll say that if you rolled, everybody who rolled successes on this discipline check is kind of able to calm their nerves a bit. As you all begin to calm down, the walls stop moving.
Oh.
However, Keenan, you failed the discipline check, so with some threat. Keenan's maybe starting to freak out a little bit, get a little claustrophobic. However, you think whatever about this would freak Keenan out.
Yeah.
And then Ragro, your two threats is you're managing to stay calm, but it's a little difficult. Take 2 strain.
Hey, Keenan.
And what'd you want to do with my failure and 3 threat?
Pretty much not being able to keep calm in this situation. However, that I don't want to like dictate how that looks for Keenan in this moment.
Do you want me to like maybe just like add 2 black setback on the next check or something like that? Just kind of make that kind of uneasiness.
This check was a little bit more than like uneasiness. It's like this was actually the ability to maintain composure. Actually, you know what? I probably should have given you the option to roll cool as well. So I will let you, if you want to roll cool instead. If you would have rolled cool, I know you would have rolled cool instead, right? Because your presence is higher than your willpower. So I'll let you re-roll it for cool if you want.
Okay. Doesn't mean I'll succeed, but hey,
Yeah.
here we go.
And then we'll just take the.
Hey,
just
there we go.
yeah,
There we
okay,
go.
So, as Mott calms down and everybody kind of starts to take a breath and analyze and assess the situation, the walls actually seem to stop moving. They slow down and stop.
Can Shay put 2 and 2 together that with their calmness is what's not moving the walls anymore?
Or maybe with my advantages, that's something that I start to recognize.
Yeah, I'll say like the 2 advantages can be that as everybody kind of calms down and as you hear Mott freaking out less, the walls seem to shift a lot less, and actually some walls seem to actually like go like to sink back down into the floor, so it gets easier.
Okay.
So moving walls. Got
Do-
it.
I'm
Does
still
Keenan
on
point
the
that
other
out?
side.
Wait,
Says as the
who
walls stop
realizes?
moving.
Who realizes that the walls stop moving with calmness? Is it Keenan?
I was gonna say, yeah, it's 2 advantage, but I'll say like as he kind of mentions it, you also were like, yeah, I'm also figuring that out too.
So that
Let's,
means
let's keep our heads. Let's keep
Yeah.
our heads. It seems
if we
like
stay calm,
yes, it seems like the walls are reacting to maybe our emotions or to our feelings.
It
Or
sounds
so
like a
Mott, can you
foresty
still hear
thingy.
us?
Yeah, I can hear you, I think.
Just think, calm thoughts.
think about money.
Ooh, there you go.
Lots and lots of money.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
that
the
is a
wall
good
that
thought.
separates Mott from everybody else kind of like starts to sink back down a little bit. until Mott's finally
All
sitting
right.
with the rest of the group.
Big heaps of money, Mott.
I have an idea. I actually have a couple of ideas.
Galore.
So we tie Mott up and put him on a leash.
I say we all
What?
hold
No,
on to a
no.
leash. I literally like pull out my like extendable like
Yeah,
cord,
your
and
grapple
I'm like,
thing.
everyone hold on to it. Now we're all tied together. We can't get separated easily.
Okay, can we not tie each other together though, just on the off chance that
No,
one of us gets
no.
hanged?
Don't tie it. Just hold on to it. You know, like
Yeah, no,
kids
I'm
in
just
school.
throwing
like,
it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the
That's
walls
fine.
could go up.
Yeah, that's fine. Now,
Yeah.
the easiest way to do a maze is to put your hand on one wall and just walk. And if you hit a dead end, you put your hand all the way around the wall and you keep walking. And eventually, you will find the end of it. That only works if the walls don't move. So we all have to stay calm to do this.
Calm, positive. We'll find our way out. We will
Yeah.
find.
It's a maze.
Sound
There
of,
is an ending.
Mind or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll be fine, and we'll stick together.
Wait, what was that, Ragro?
Oh, nothing. Something I heard somewhere.
So as you remain calm and employ that strategy, it actually doesn't take you very long to get through this maze. Maybe like 15-20 minutes of exploring around. And with the walls not moving and a lot of the walls kind of disappearing as your nerves get calm, the maze becomes a lot easier. But you find the opening to the next room and you quickly, enter in. This time you're in a 20 by 20 foot room with black sand on the floor. In the middle of the room, you spot four red crystal statuettes of Darth Nictra, similar to the one that you already have on your persons. Each one's also made with a red crystal and a green base. Each one, including the one you hold, are slightly different. You also see a large rounded stone door that has 5 cutouts inside.
Okay, so we
Has-
match
how many
which one
cutouts?
goes
5
to which
cutouts?
cutout.
You said 5 cutouts?
Yeah, there's 5 cutouts on the door and they're in like a vertical line.
So we figure out which statue goes in which hole and plug them in.
Easy enough, right? Nothing
So
can
do you guys
go
go
wrong.
to the door first, or do
We're
you
fine.
guys go pick up the statues first?
I'm gonna pick up a statue first.
So you pick up a statue, and it's Darth Nictra with a black snake wrapped around her neck, and the snake's face is in her ear.
Ugh. Okay. I go over to the wall and investigate the notches where they go.
Yeah, do a average perception check.
Come on, perception check.
You have a light side dusty
Can-
token.
Yeah, and can we help? Can we assist in some of these as we're trying to figure out which goes to
Sure.
what?
Yeah. We can do this one at a time, but then everybody can take a perception check. So
Okay.
One
hey,
success.
one
Hey,
success.
yo.
Nice.
Hey.
So you walk up to the door and you kind of brush off some of the dust and whatnot that's gathered on the door, and you find the faded inscription. This is also in like the ancient Dathomirian
still have
language,
it-
but yep,
The
you can
artifact
hold up.
on me.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
hold up
I'll
the
do that
artifact,
again.
and it says, "First she was cast away." And this is like each line is in like a vertical order as well. So it says, "First
Okay.
she was cast away. Then the shadows whispered their secrets. Blood opened the path. The night obeyed her call. And one day she will rule over all."
She
You
puts the statue
also-
she's holding in the second one.
You also notice that the ceiling about 60 feet up when you walked in is now a little not as tall.
So it's shrinking, so we gotta do this fast. But that's fine, we can do this. So I put the one that I'm holding in the second slot.
Great. Nothing like discernible happens, but
Go
as
grab
you-
another one.
Yeah, as you grab another one, you see one with a dagger slicing her own hand.
As that one's removed, I'm watching the ceiling. Does the ceiling come down as the statues are removed?
No, it just seems to be once you entered the room, the ceiling is coming down, and you also notice the door behind you has been shut, like the entryway into this room.
Maybe we should make this quick too.
This one she has a dagger. What was the say it again?
Second one was shadows whisper in
she was
her ear.
cast away. First, she was cast away. Then the shadows whispered their secrets. Blood opened the path. The night obeyed her call, and one day she will rule over all.
Blood open the path one. That one.
Well, yep. That sticks it in 3.
Mott, did
Next,
you want to look
next.
at the statue that you were already holding?
Sure.
Yeah. So it seems to be Darth Nictra, and you see tears in her eyes.
I guess I'll put this in the first one,
Okay.
in the first slot then.
And Keenan,
Husband's
as you go to pick up a
drinking.
statue, you see one with long gratings on her face, an evil smile, and outstretched hands.
Well, there's one spot left, right?
There's 2. Let me look
Two
at the
spots
last
left.
one.
The last one is Darth Nictra sitting on an obsidian throne.
Yours
Ah.
goes 4, mine goes
Yes,
5.
I'm at 4. I'll go put mine at 4.
As you place that last statue in, the ceiling kind of comes to a halt, and the door in front of you begins to rumble and kind of slides down into the floor.
It's just tall enough that like Ragnar has to like kind of bend his head down.
Yeah.
But like nobody else is that tall, so like
It reveals another room inside. There is nearly no light in this room. The only light is coming from red glowing inscriptions on the far wall where you from where you walked in. So if you walked in from one side, directly in front of you on the far wall, there is a red inscription. It appears to be in a different language, one that you do not immediately recognize. And the door shuts behind you, and the room becomes very dark.
Does the trick with the artifact work?
It does not. You can see if you recognize it or are able to read it.
That's what I'm
if you
trying
want.
to say. I'm gonna use my light and see if I can tell what it is.
Lore. It's a daunting lore check.
Okay.
so
Is there another door in this room, just out of curiosity?
It's too dark to tell.
2 advantages.
2 advantages.
Keenan, you got any idea what this is?
I don't know if I do.
I'll say for the advantages, you're not able to read it, but you recognize it as the Sith language.
Anyone ever read any Sith anything?
Hold on. Yeah, let me just double check. I'm gonna pull out my flashlight and I'm gonna look around the room for another door.
Yeah. So as you shine the flashlight around the room, you hear from behind, alone no more. Finally, my solitude has come to an end.
Oh, good. Hi. And I'm gonna turn around and face whoever that is.
Yeah, it's and you turn around and you see an old human who looks very like decrepit, wearing black tattered pants, has a long white beard and like scraggly long white hair. So, I've been here a while. I take it you're here looking for the treasure.
Yes, of course.
the treasure.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
How long have you been here?
I'm sure.
Honestly, I can't tell you. What's the star date? And you can give him the star date.
Yeah,
We don't know.
Yeah.
that's a great question.
Yeah. I mean, you could technically give like the BBY, but I mean,
Right.
yeah, but that's not really, I don't think, the end universe. Is that the end universe star date?
No.
No? Okay,
It's
yeah.
just because that's before Battle of Yavin,
Right.
BBY. So
Yeah. So, you give him the star date and he says, oh,
Duh.
well, 1,000 years goes by very fast.
Yeah, but are you
1,000 years.
another one of you that don't die?
How have you survived for 1,000 years?
Oh, don't believe me. After a couple dozen years, let's just say, I've been unsuccessful in dying. But,
Were
Okay.
you
So
looking
it's
for the
treasure.
treasure too?
I was placed here to guard the treasure. However,
Are you gonna fight us too?
well, no, I'm not necessarily. No, I was placed here to guard the treasure, but you see, after a
Not
little
necessarily?
bit, Darth Nictra, I was one of her acolytes. However, I don't take too kindly to being locked into a dark room for 1,000 years with no escape. You see that inscription over there? It's in Sith. It says, and it's also 4 lines of inscriptions, kind of similarly to how the previous one was 5. Over there, that inscription is the way out, and it is impossible for one person to do it on their own. One separate person must do each task.
Okay. What are the tasks? What
Says,
does it say?
flesh severed, secret spoken, confession given, and soul taken.
Did you come here with anybody else? You said you were an acolyte of Darth Vader.
I was sent here to guard the room. That was 1,000 years ago, and I'm quite
So,
over this.
Repeating that, it's
Understandably so.
flesh.
I'd be pretty
taken-
mad after 1,000
Flesh
years too.
severed, secret spoken, confession given, and
Can you type it?
Yeah, I'm
for
putting
me?
it in the.
Thank you. I look at the random stranger dude and I'm like, so how do you feel about your soul and do you want to keep it?
Well, it says soul taken. That means forcibly. I've been ready to die a long time though, so I will not fight it.
Exactly. Then none of us have to give ours and you're ready anyways.
I don't know that counts if he's willingly giving it up, Shay.
How about-
I
how
think
You have to
this-
How about-
forcibly take it.
How about this? And he kind of pulls out a curved hilted lightsaber.
Oh, good.
Says, come and take my soul.
What else do we have to do before that? Because there's some instruction before the soul taken.
This was the not necessarily part, wasn't it?
It's flesh severed, secret spoken, confession given, soul taken. Each of us is going to have to do one of these.
And the order does not matter.
So
I
we
can
gotta
tell
take
you
a
that you
soul
know.
one way or another. Then we can figure out who wants to do what. And let's be real, if we're in a fight long enough, we might have flesh severed anyways.
I think we have to sever our own flesh, Shay. I think this is one of those.
Okay, we can get
Types
there
of
when we get there.
things.
Let's do one task at a time.
Sure. Just out of curiosity, can anyone take the soul taken route, or is it specifically a one-on-one type of,
That's true. I don't really want to go one-on-one.
Only one soul must be taken.
But that means we
and
can
that's
all
the
take
person who lost the
your
soul
soul.
does ask.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like, if we all gang up against you and, start trying to kill you, it doesn't matter that there's 4 people doing it. It just means that it happened, is what you're
And he kind of like just shrugs, like, I mean, yeah. So
Oh, okay,
Do
good.
you mind if I borrow your lightsaber?
Can we just I'm gonna take a breather real quick. We just got out of a pretty
You're not wrong.
it took us a little
You've
bit
been
to get
locked
down
up
here.
for a while. Can we talk first before we go into whatever this is gonna be?
That's a
he
valid.
kind of shrugs and he'd be like, I've been down here for 1,000 years. I guess I can wait another 5 minutes. And he kind of puts his
I mean,
lightsaber
surely
away.
you've got a story
Perfect.
that you want people to tell, now that you're going to maybe be dying.
Don't follow,
I have a couple of
follow
questions.
Sith lords.
Yeah,
They're,
good call. Good call.
Really?
I
That's how
have a
you're
couple of questions for you.
Are you
Ask
asking
away.
questions to him?
The acolyte, yes.
Okay. Okay.
So for one, you can use the force.
yes.
Is that a common thing?
I mean, everybody has some level of connection to the Force, just some more than others.
What does it take?
Training,
As anything.
someone to teach it, and depending on how strong your connection is to the Force, years or possibly years and years and years of training.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. Never mind.
I'm not spending years here for you to get trained.
No,
we're
no.
doing
I
whatever
just-
this is.
I was just
I'm getting
curious.
out.
Don't worry. Darth Nictra was her name. Why was she cast out?
She had ideals that were different than the other Night Sisters.
Okay.
Very, very nondescript.
Yeah, that was-
Very vague.
She
that
didn't
helps
give a lot of
nothing.
details about her past.
Okay. Why did you choose to follow her?
She promised power.
How'd that work out for you, bud?
Just kind of shoves Mott.
Yeah.
Don't make the guy with the saber sword angry.
Well, he's gonna fight us anyway.
Yeah, but at least he's cordial about it.
He's got a lightsaber. He can
That's
make
enough.
cordials
I'm ready to die. So, how about
First,
this? I'll make it fair. And he kind of like holds up his lightsaber in his hand, and he kind of like rips it in half. Like it starts to
I
violently
wanted
shake,
that.
and then it kind of the whole thing kind of like rips in half and crumples into a bunch of pieces. Fight me.
That's the
Fight-
second
Fight
lightsaber
me
that we could have taken.
hand-to-hand combat.
Okay, he's just
Does it
steps
have
forward
to be
and
hand to
looks.
hand?
Yeah.
I'm not using hand to hand.
Because Keenan draws
Roger,
his
you're
blaster.
stepping up.
And,
Yeah. Ragnar just
Oh, you
kind
did
of
the
like
thing where
posts up.
you take out your blaster and you just shoot him.
yeah, I just take out my blaster
I was
and shoot him in
about
the
to,
head.
yeah.
Yeah, you just kind of
Okay, that works
the
too.
kind of thing where he crushes his lightsaber and he goes, "Let's fight," and then you just the kind of very Indiana Jones.
Ragnar kind of like turns. He turns to like pat down his pocket to grab brass knuckles, and
Yeah.
then he just turns back.
And
Are you kidding me?
The acolyte kind of the impact hits him in the face, and he kind of like falls backwards and dies. And you
Well, that
see
was
the red
easy.
inscription that says "Soul Taken" disappear.
Okay.
Well,
One down.
I pull out a vibro knife and I'm gonna cut my hand because I ain't giving out any secrets or confessions.
Yo. The one that
So
has
you
secrets
just cut
to
your
give.
hand.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
cut your hand. Yeah,
That's
so
flesh
you-
severed, yeah.
You cut your hand, and the words do not disappear.
Son of a gun.
Severed.
Just take your finger off there, Mott.
You only need
Sever-
2.
Oh! No,
toe.
never, I changed my mind. I'll do one of the other 2. I'll do one of the
Mott,
other 2.
Take 1 wound since you cut open your hand.
well, flesh
Um,
severed.
I need my hands and digits to be able to do what I do. Anyone got a good confession or secrets? Let's figure those out first. I feel like flesh severed is an easy one.
Yeah. I feel like that's a really easy one. Somebody else could do now that I've thought about it a little bit more. Yeah.
Okay, okay, then contribute. Sir, give us a secret or a confession.
I don't like people.
We know that. That's not a secret or a confession.
We know that, Mott. That's Has nothing new.
I like dressing up as other races and talking. It seems fine. Costumes
over at
are
the
really
red.
enjoyable.
Yeah, you look over at the red, and your hand's kind of on your hip, and your hand brushes a specific trinket under your belt.
Wait, who's this, me?
That was Keenan.
Oh, it was Keenan.
That was Keenan, okay.
Oh.
I'm like, I don't have any trinkets.
Kind of scratches his face a little bit.
Most of mine can't be given now because Mott knows one of my confessions that I haven't been able to tell you guys yet. Do you think it would
Ragnar
count
just
if
kind of
it's
steps forward and says, without kind of ignoring everyone else, he just steps forward and says, I led my family down the wrong path, and they were punished for my mistakes.
And secret spoken disappears off the wall.
Anyways,
Oh, no, no. No, dang it.
I don't have any more to give.
That's fine. You can give a finger. It's not that big.
I'll give a toe. She starts taking off her boots, getting ready to do this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Can we
I don't know if I
just-
have a
we just-
confession.
we just-
Hold on.
scoop a little bit of flesh out. We don't have to sever a whole toe, but just cut like a little corner piece.
I don't know if that would count, and I don't want to try to do that and it not work and have to cut off more.
Fine,
Wait,
cut
what?
off a toe. I don't care.
Wait. Let's make sure we've got the confession down first. How about that?
I don't have a confession to give.
Yeah, I don't think I do either, but hold on, I'm trying.
Shay,
Huh?
I
She
took
just looks at
something.
you holding a vibro knife.
With a-
Yeah, what?
I took something of yours,
What?
and he reaches down to his belt and pulls out that trinket.
What is the trinket? Can you describe it for the audience?
Do you want to describe it?
Maybe Shay can.
Okay,
since
cool.
this was,
I don't know
yeah.
exactly what it is. It's it's like the size of a keychain. It's made of, I think, Beskar, and it's just a trinket. It's just like a little doodad. It's not
But it was
really
something
anything.
that was Shay's, right? That you took with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And as you're looking at Keenan holding up your trinket, the words confession given disappear off the wall.
She practically tackles you to grab it.
as
By the way,
I'm handing it out to you, but then you tackle me.
It
and
doesn't
just
matter.
goes
She
flying.
tackled you to grab it.
This does mean that he's done two of the things.
No, it doesn't.
No.
He shot the other guy and killed him.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
the
the
other
other
guy's
guy
soul
all
was
did.
taken.
Yes, but
It was
that
the
was
other guy.
It
that
wasn't
was
Keenan. It wasn't
Yeah.
Keenan taking someone's
Oh.
soul. The other guy's soul
Oh.
was taken. That's
Okay.
what
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
And Shay is just kind of now huddled on the ground holding this object, and she's not looking at any of you, so you can't tell what she's doing, but she's like her whole body is quivering.
Mott, I think you're gonna have to sever your flesh.
I'm sorry, Shay.
She just turns back around to you. She's got tears streaming down her face. She turns back around to you. She goes, "How could you?"
It's difficult to say. It's nothing personal. You've helped me quite often, and it's. Let's just get out of this, and then maybe we can talk
This
more.
was Jonah gave this to me. That's all I had left of Jonah.
How could you?
He just smacks Mott.
This is all I had left of him. And when I moved, I thought I had lost it.
It's yours again. I am sorry.
So about that flesh.
She just stabs the ground into her own toe, and her old beaky toe is gone.
Yep.
Okay, that's
Take 4 wounds and 4 strain. But the line flesh severed disappears. A door in the wall that wasn't really visible opens up, kind of slides down into the ground, and reveals stairs that lead up. So as you guys,
Good. This looks like the exit.
Patching and wrapping and all that jazz.
yes. Let's go up and never talk about any of this again. He just starts walking forward now.
yeah,
I will follow
Keenan will-
along.
Keenan will take some of his robes and actually tear it to start trying to wrap up, or at least to offer to help wrap up.
She just doesn't look at him. She grabs the robes out of his hand and just wraps her foot and is just Ragro, can you give me a hand? I need a shoulder.
Yep. He just kind of super awkwardly walks back, and just helps her, but also very clearly rushing her up.
yeah.
As he turns around, I'm I hit you in the calf, and I'm yeah, why we're leaving without her? What are you thinking?
Yeah. So
And I'll follow
as you
along, too.
guys, you guys go up the stairs, and at the top, it's a very kind of open area with a stone, like a red stone floor. There's a square cutout in the middle. So this whole platform is a massive square. In the middle, there's a smaller square that's cut out, and it seems to be a deep pit in the middle that you can't see the bottom of. It's big enough that, like, standing on the edge, you can see that it's a pit, but it's also, you're not like right next to this pit either. Next to the edge of the center of the pit, there is a dark stone altar, and floating in the middle above the pit, there is a glass obelisk with a skeleton wearing familiar robes inside.
Familiar how?
Familiar as in some statues that you've seen.
It's Darth Lecture.
So each of you hear inside of your head a callous female voice. Peace is a lie. There's only passion. Through passion, you gain strength. And through strength, you gain power. And as she continues to speak, your surroundings and fellow party members begin to fade until all that's left is the altar in front of you, a green mist ghost of Dark Nyctra between the altar and her body and the obelisk. Through power, you gain victory, and through victory, your chains will be broken. You are each standing alone in darkness with this force, with the misty ghost of Darth Nyctra. I would like to speak to each of you in private one-on-one in order,
Ooh, spicy.
if possible. So we'll start with Keenan, going back to the end of what Darth Nyctra was saying. And through your victory, your chains will be broken. What chains do you seek to break, Lord of Procopia? She says that last bit with a bit of dry sarcasm.
I am Lord of Procopia. Are you really here?
And part of me's here.
I don't have any chains. I just seek what is rightfully mine, and that is power to rule.
You've been so hungry for power and treasure, I was beginning to wonder if you really knew what you actually wanted.
Oh, I am very clear. Sometimes my fellow compatriots right now don't have as focused agenda as I do.
That I have also noticed. So, if it is power and treasure that you seek, I can grant that to you, if you accept.
It depends on the arrangements. What is
Think of it
exactly
as-
you are offering?
Power and treasure.
And what is the price? Everything has a price. Everything is negotiable, isn't it?
You want to know what's in it for me? Nothing. I am merely a vacant fragment of Nyctra's soul. I am forever bound to this place. You and your compatriots have passed every test and shown that you are willing to do whatever it takes for power. So think of it as a gift.
A gift of power. That doesn't come very often, and when it does, there comes usually a pretty hefty price. Again, what...
I would say you just paid a pretty hefty price, did you not? And you see, like, floating above her hand is like a green mist replica of the trinket that you just revealed to Shay.
Mistakes come and go. Choices are what we have to deal with day in and day out. Although sometimes not prepared to disclose some of those choices. They're in the past, and I look towards the future now with a sense of royalty. What is your price? Or if I have already paid it, then I will take the power that you offer.
If you would like to accept my gift, for the first gift, place your blaster on the altar.
He pulls his weapon out of his holster and gingerly walks over to the altar and places it on it.
So as you place the blaster pistol onto the altar, it's wrapped in this green mist for a few seconds, and the mist finally seeps back into the altar. And your weapon looks similar, but slightly different. There are now small green gemstones lining the upper sides of the weapon. You wish for command over others. Your first gift is Soul Carver. The gems on your gun kind of start to glow a little bit. Those you slay in battle with this weapon will reanimate and follow your bidding until slain again. They can follow simple commands and will obey only you. They will remain animated for up to 1 hour.
That seems very unnatural.
Did you expect anything different?
Quite frankly, no.
Your second gift, funds, so that the living may follow your commands. And a bag of crystals materializes on the altar. They look expensive and rare.
Keenan's
And
eyes
your-
kind of grow bigger.
And your last gift. And she kind of gives you a smile, and the darkness and the image around you begins to fade until you're standing back near your friends. We're going to cut over to Shay. Going to the end of what you were hearing. Through power, gain victory. And through victory, your chains will be broken. What chains do you seek to break, lonely child?
I don't know what you mean by chains.
Well, let me help you. See, I've been watching you and your troop, little Twi'lek. And the ghost floats up to directly in front of you. You're so intent on fixing everything's problem except your own.
I don't see a problem.
Oh, just think of poor Jonah, never able to get out from under the Red Fang's thumb. Think of the countless others whose suffering they authored. And now think of yourself. Your own survival matters so much more to you than something bigger than yourself. I could give you the power to take vengeance upon your enemy. I have the tools to help you receive justice for Jonah. You merely have to accept.
See, the problem is although you're a freaky ghost thing, and my body is telling me that this is a horrible idea, everything you've said so far makes sense. And that's what's frustrating me. Because this force stuff is usually nonsensical to me. But you haven't said anything that doesn't make sense yet. What does this power come with? There's a price. There's always some kind of something.
I would say a price is already paid, has it not? She kind of like motions to your foot.
Honestly, that hurt less.
Well, if you're wanting to know what's in it for me, nothing. I'm merely a vacant fragment of Nyctra's soul. I'm forever bound to this place, but you and your troop have proven yourself worthy of the power, that you're willing to do anything to achieve it.
What is this power?
Well, do you accept the gift?
I tend to like to know what I'm accepting first.
It's a double-edged sword, isn't it?
Will it hurt anyone I'm around?
Unless you want it to.
Then there's nothing more you can do to hurt me, so sure.
For your first gift, place your blaster rifle upon the altar.
Okay. She does that.
So green mist kind of comes out of the altar and it wraps around the blaster pistol for a few seconds. It eventually dissipates and seeps back into the altar, revealing red gemstones lining the side of your weapon. I give you the Night Mother's Kiss. This weapon will steal the life force of those you choose to attack, and that life force will be transferred to you and heal your wounds. If there are no wounds to heal, then that instead rebounds within your target, dealing extra wounds.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Your second gift, and a bag of crystals materializes on the altar. If you wish to take your vengeance upon the Red Fang, you will need funds to do so. And you glance inside and you see a couple really expensive looking rare gemstones, like rare crystals. And your final gift awaits you momentarily. And the darkness begins to fade until you're standing in the large room again near your friends. Through power, you gain victory, and through victory, your chains will be broken. Tell me, what chains do you seek to break, noble warrior? Discarded mutineer, she says with a sly and amused look, like she approves of your fall from grace.
The chains I wear are mine to bear, a reminder for my failures.
One wrong step and you lost it all. Your honor, your family, your legacy, all at the whim of Grozor. She waves out her hand dismissively. The burden of your shame and what you now lack must bear a heavy weight upon your shoulders.
He doesn't say anything, but he kind of you could see a sneer begin to, as his lips curl into a frown.
She starts to kind of walk around a little bit, but kind of towards you, but off to the side a little bit, and her hands are kind of behind her back, and she's walking very regally. What's the word?
With regality.
With regality, that's the word. Thank you. I can help you, valiant Wookiee. I can give you the tools to overthrow Grozor. Only need to accept.
Still kind of with a sneer on his face. What do you get out of this?
What do I get out of this? Absolutely nothing. I am merely a vacant fragment of Nyctra's soul. I am forever bound to this place.
It's going to cost something. What's the cost?
I would say it's already cost something, has it not? And you see above, she kind of creates a illusion in her hand. You see a severed toe, and you see a trinket that got tackled over. You even revealed some of your own past, even if you maybe didn't want to. The price was paid. You've all shown that you're willing to do what it takes for power. It is my job to reward those who have shown their worthiness.
And what if I said I don't believe you? There's got to be some trick to this, is there not?
Believe me or not, it makes no difference to me. I merely offer you power. And can I say I think you will like what I have in store for you, valiant Wookiee.
Show me what it is, then I'll decide.
That's not how this works. Just accept, and then you see the gift.
He kind of like growls. Fine, I'll accept.
And she kind of gives a slight bow. For your first gift, place your Viper axe upon the table. And she kind of motions her hand towards the altar.
He kind of takes it, holds it in one hand, and kind of like puts his hand across it, kind of like observing the damaged bits of it.
Yep.
Because it's still a little bit rough.
Mhm.
And then places it.
The Viper axe is wrapped and covered in this green mist for a few seconds. And after a little bit, it dissipates and seeps back into the altar. And you see your Viper axe now with a visible red crystal core. The damage seems to be gone. And the blade of the axe is now a smooth, sharp crimson stone. This is Blood Reaver. The more wounds you take in battle, the more powerful it becomes. You may also willingly sacrifice your own life force to increase its power.
Blood Reaver has a ring to it.
And for your second gift, a bag of crystals materializes on the altar. They look like rare and probably expensive funds to try to find and get to Grozor, or obtain the power needed to confront him. The manpower, that is. And for your final gift, and she kind of fades back into the darkness, and like the darkness around you starts to dissipate, and you are back into the upper temple room with your companions. We're gonna cut over to Mott.
Okay.
Through power, you gain victory. Through victory, your chains will be broken. And at this point, you're standing alone. What chains do you seek to break, Mott? Toydarian of the farm? Or should I say, SERBO M77?
I just want to leave.
Of all your friends, you seem to be the one least interested in finding me. Even after all the time we've spent together. You on the run, me in your pocket, I must admit. I'm a little hurt, she says coyly.
Yeah, I was kind of just hoping you were going to be something worth a lot of money. Seeing a big pile of bones around robes doesn't really... I kind of feel like I got chipped.
Oh, but Mott, of all your friends, I have the most to offer you. Freedom. Free from the farm, free from constantly looking over your shoulder. I have the tools to help you and to help your friends make that a reality.
Yeah, how are you going to help with that?
Like I said, I grant power.
Yeah, well, I don't mean to be skeptical. I do mean to be skeptical. I don't know what that means.
Unfortunately, that's all the information I can give up front.
What do
At
you
least
get
about
out
what
of
it
this
is.
deal?
What do I get out of this deal? Well, I'd say a price has already been paid, has it not been? And you see an illusion of a bloody toe and a trinket like up here above her hand. On top of this, what do I personally receive out of this? Nothing at all. You see, I am merely a vacant fragment of Nyctra's soul. I am forever bound to this place, here to determine who is worthy to receive the power. You and your friends have already paid the price, after a long journey, I might add. And you've shown time and time again you're willing to do whatever it takes for power.
Yeah, where are they? Is this like you just move them somewhere else, or like I'm trying to figure out how this all works, really.
I'm talking to each of you at the moment. You are all here,
Oh.
but not here.
It's like that room with the water. Got it. Yeah, lady, I don't mean to be rude, but I feel like all of this seems really... It seems like you went to a lot of trouble to get us here for a toe and a trinket.
I didn't have any trouble to get you here. You found this place all on your own. You passed the trials all on your own. And you paid the price all on your own. This is merely the
that's-
reward for your troubles.
Yeah, what exactly is the reward? Just that, like, I don't see anything here, and you didn't really seem keen on telling me what that was.
If you wish to accept, I can show you what the power is. If it gives you any solace as we speak here, a couple of your companions have already accepted. Oh, and there's the third one.
Oh, great. All right, I'm gonna regret this. Are you sure they all said that they agreed to do it?
They did indeed.
No. What if I say no? Just out of curiosity, what happens? I just get to leave?
You pass up on an opportunity for freedom, Mott.
Yeah, you
Imagine-
say freedom, but I feel like any type of power stuff always, like, I'm pretty free right now. Money is freedom. You ain't offering me money. I'm pretty sure about that.
Let's be real, Mott. Don't kid yourself. You'll never be free so long as the farm stands. No one
Yeah,
ever
man,
really
yeah,
leaves the farm.
Yeah, but like I just have to stay one step ahead. Like you're not even telling me what that means, freedom. You just keep kind of repeating it. Give me something solid to work with. How about that?
Do a negotiation hard. Oh, 2 success and 2 threats. Okay.
Oh, I didn't even see it
How
pop up.
about this? The power, it will be in your hands, and you may choose to utilize it, or you could stick it in a box and never think about it again.
And there's
There's
no
absolutely-
downside.
There's no downside.
This isn't a trick. You're not taking nothing from me. You ain't taking my soul or like a year off my life or something.
Absolutely no cost to you, Mott Serbo.
I would like to roll to see if she's lying to me.
Yeah.
that,
Roll vigilance versus, I'm going to say 1 red and 2 purple.
3 success.
3 success. Nice. You can tell that she is telling the truth. There's no cost to you for this.
Fine. All right. Yeah. Let's just get. I'll do the thing where I don't have to worry about it, and I can hold it and put it in a box if I want to, or use it if I need to. How about that? That's fine. We're fine with that. I get to get out of whatever this is.
Very well. That works. For your first gift, I need you to place the 3 grenades in your pocket onto the altar.
Oh great. Oh boy. I pull them out for my first gift. Sure. Boy, do I feel like I'm getting conned here, but all right. Let me take the thing that I use to defend myself and put it on the, okay. And I'm gonna put the 3 of them onto there. I'm like, all right.
As you place them on the altar, green mist starts to surround them coming out of the altar and kind of wraps them in swirls before dissipating and sinking back into the altar. And what's left are it's like a shinier silver grenade. And there are like transparent pieces that let you see inside of it with like this swirling green fog in the middle.
Okay.
These are necrocores. They're reusable. They take 36 hours to recharge on their own. You come from a world of monsters. It's only fitting you unleash the monsters back at them. When you throw a necrocore, you will summon 4 animated vessels to fight for you. They will follow any simple command you give them and obey only you.
I'm sorry. But what? They're gonna do what? I'm sorry. I'm a necromancer now? Is that what you're...
No, you're not a necromancer. You simply own necrocores.
All right.
Just think of it as a grenade up. It's an upgrade to your weapon. It'll help
No,
you.
it's perfect. Yeah, that seems great. Yeah, this seems fine. I'm fine with that. That seems very
How
useful.
about
Anything
this?
happen?
Your second gift. You'll like this one a lot more, I already know. And a bag of crystals materializes on the altar, and they look very rare, like precious crystals. Funds for you after you exact your vengeance and find your freedom.
So you said after?
You can use it however you please. They are yours.
Oh, so I can take these now, though.
Yes.
And I can
Those
use them-
and the grenades are for you.
He hesitantly. He's like, I can use this whenever.
Yes, Mott. And for your final gift, and she kind of fades and the darkness disappears and you're back into the upper temple room and you're standing right next to your companions. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say the break here because this is a good halfway point. So come back after this break from RPG sessions.
Just like Jeff.
Oh, look, he's back.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
So, as the time that you are watching this, RPG Sessions have completely implemented their new battle targeting system. It's really nice. I want to show you how this works, and maybe this will convince you to try RPG Sessions over other VTTs that have Star Wars RPG add-ons into them. First, what you're going to do is you're going to click on your character sheet. You're going to scroll down to your weapon. You're going to click the dice pool. I have this Weequay Thug here. and it's an engaged range because it's a lightsaber, and I'm gonna say build pool. And here it adds all the dice you need. So let's say this Weequay Thug had adversary 1, it would automatically add the negative upgrade for you. Or if he had armor, it would automatically add the setback dice for you. But really quickly, let's go ahead and roll this and see how it works. It rolls, it tells you the weapon's damage, but also the total damage amount. It'll also tell you the crit rating and the qualities that are listed on the weapon. Everything right there for you. Super nifty, super helpful. Go try it out today for free at rpgsessions.com or use the link down in the description below. Without further ado though, let's get back to episode 8. Welcome back to episode 8. You each come back from the shadowy place at the same time. Each of you now carry your slightly altered weapons in your hands, and you find the pouch of crystals in a pocket somewhere on your persons.
And we're all in the same room now together?
Yeah, everybody's standing near the altar at this point.
Did you guys just say something?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I see the exit?
As you look around, you can see like outside from where you're at. Like there's columns with like people underneath the columns all around the outside edge, and past that is that dilapidated city. And you seem to be like on one of the upper stories of the ziggurat.
I'm gonna make my way towards the leaving
area.
Yeah.
Can we easily visibly see that each of us has a new weapon?
Yeah, I would say so. They all look slightly different. And as Mott, as you're looking around for an exit, you also spot next to the altar, 2 on the 2 on the right, are 4 droids. And they're massive, 7 feet tall armored droids with a singular eye / like light on a tall rounded at the top head. And each one carries an electro staff, but they currently appear to not be active.
Guys, let's get out of here before whatever this is gonna try to make sure we don't get to leave. Okay?
I want to
study
/ look over them just.
I
real
will
quick
remind you that the last thing that Darth Nixer said to each of you was, and for your last gift.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
We did have a slight break between, so I'll give the reminder.
Yeah.
There was one more gift. I'm sorry. What was?
So
it?
what was that last
Say.
gift?
And so she said, each of you said pretty much to the extent of like, and your final gift, and then everything disappears.
Maybe the droids are stuff.
No, yeah, the final gift is death. She wants to kill us. We just got to get out of here.
I don't think she'd go through all of this just to kill us.
I think she lulled us into a false sense of security.
I always feel like there's a price to be paid, and I don't feel like it's been paid yet.
I wanted to look over the droids.
Yeah.
I'm still hesitant, but
You look at each of the droids, and there doesn't appear to be any sort of like designation on them or anything. But as you walk up to the third one, it kind of like it lights up a bit. It puts its other arm up and it says, "At your command."
We've been given droids. This one's mine. Watch, approach him. Only one of them will respond to you.
okay. Well,
All right.
he'll go up to his, whichever
Yeah,
one that is.
He goes up to you. Go up to yours, and they all just do the same thing. At your command.
And I'll walk up to.
Does the same thing.
Say it.
But
What
what
do
if
I
Mott
name
was
it?
the one?
At your command.
What do I name
perfect.
it?
We can
Are
think of
these
names on the
our-
way. Let's go.
These are our bodyguard droids now?
Excuse me, droid. Can you lead us the way out?
At your command.
That's a good. That's a good idea.
It starts to kind of like walk forward, kind of slow, big steps, like clonk, clonk, clonk. But it's moving at a decently fast pace. Like you kind of have to walk, little pep in your step to keep up. And
Hold your hands out.
Oh, the droid. Okay, and he
Yeah.
his hand goes like from his chest to out in front of him.
Both of them?
He lifts his other arm up and puts it in front of him.
I'm gonna like flutter on top of that. I'm just gonna sit on it. All right, follow the rest.
He starts walking, carrying you on top of his hands.
That's a good idea. Can you pick me up? This is hurting to walk on.
Yeah, they anybody who wants to ride on theirs can get picked up. By their
Backroom could
droid.
probably carry this droid, right?
And if it uses both of its hands, then its electro staff is like attached onto its back. The droid walks over to the edge of the temple and kind of jumps down each level, which is maybe like about 20 feet or so, but it kind of has like the suspension in the legs to where you don't feel the full impact of dropping that far until eventually.
Kills us.
Maybe I should. We're just jumping down, I guess.
The droids help everybody get down, and you're back at the entrance to the ziggurat.
Right.
Should we head back
So-
to the turbo lift?
I guess. Are we just gonna walk through the streets with giant droids?
No, I
Are
mean,
these droids-
the solution. I have the solution, friends. We go back to Jorge's. We take a blanket from Jorge. We toss it over the droids.
And no
And
one
then
saw
we
it.
throw the droids in the back of the ship car thing we have, and we speeder that we took the license plate off of, and we drive back to where we live, and we stow them in there and tell them to kill anything that comes into the building that
There
it
you go.
isn't us.
Or my friends.
Well, you know, I was pretty specific about what I was suggesting, but
That's a good start to a plan.
That works. I don't think the
I
blanket's going
don't
to be
think
very helpful.
everything's gonna fit in the speeder.
Ew.
No.
You know, hey, droid, is there a more compact version of which you can be?
What's the droidy way to say no?
Roger.
I am uncertain of the request of which you make.
Roger.
Unable to comply.
It'd be really funny though if they just like folded up into like those gonk droids.
Or like,
From,
Oh
space.
yeah. Wrong.
Gonk.
New lore
Autobots,
created.
roll out. They
I'm
turn
gonna
into
have to make them
Dracos.
Pokeballs.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not willing to stay here any longer than I feel like we
Yeah,
need to.
let's start heading
Let's
out
get
and
outta
figure
here.
out a plan on
Yeah.
the way.
let's get up to the surface at least. Follow me, droid. Do you have a designation, droid?
No current designation.
I'll have to think of one for you.
Yes, master.
Oh no, he's gonna
Keenan-
get used to that.
Keenan kind of smiles.
Oh boy.
I look over at
So-
Shay and see if she's still like, ignoring me.
She's not looking at anyone. She's holding her foot.
So you guys
Oh,
are, I
right,
guess,
'cause-
walking back to the turbo lift. What's really weird is that like there's no lift mechanics anywhere. It just seems like it's a turbo lift box thing just sitting in the field.
This is odd,
Oh, I
but
see.
I mean, it's worth getting in anyways.
It's where we came from, so.
Yeah.
Once everyone's in, Shay just smears it with the blood that's already on her hand.
Yeah. Well,
Yep,
it doesn't. The
that's
door. Yeah, the door's still. You can just walk in. It's not. So once again, like the shadowy vines cover the artifact, locking it into place as the door swings shut, and you're once again in darkness for about 20-ish seconds or so before the door creaks open. It's you're back at the archive.
Right.
So, what,
How big are these droids?
About 7 feet tall.
How big is our speeder?
Not big enough.
Guys 7 feet long.
Right. I guess we're doing this in trips.
Before we head out of Jorge's shop, though, I look at everybody and just kind of say, "So, what did you experience?"
Who can say? Let's get going.
No, we should talk
Dang it.
about it while we're here because the other ones are at the house and you'll have an excuse not to say it there.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought process.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're talking about it now.
Rygro, how about you? What
Well-
did you see? Were you given anything?
I saw Nictra, and she seemed to know a little bit of my history.
Watching us.
Well, longer than I've been here. Anyways, he kind of like grabs his vibro axe, and as he pulls it out, you can kind of see that all of the damage is gone from it, and it has like the head of the vibro axe is like a, what was it, like a
It's a
blood red.
smooth. It's like a smooth crimson, sharp
yeah,
stone.
smooth. She fixed my axe, and she imbued it with some magic. I don't know. It was confusing. Something about blood, but that's seems to be a common theme around here. And he puts it back, kind of trying to brush it off.
Shay,
Cool,
what
so
about
your
you?
axe works better.
Pretty much.
She upgraded my weapon too, and she pulls out her blaster, and it's got like encrusted like rubies in it, and it got like a red glow to it.
That's it. That's all you guys got. You're just checking.
No, we also got crystals, I'm guessing. I mean, I got crystals.
Okay.
But I also got some advice.
Good.
Yeah,
Alright.
she knows too much about us. It's kind of uncomfortable.
What was the advice she gave you?
How much are you gonna share?
Oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll tell you. Yeah, if we're sharing everything, I'll share everything. I assume Ragro gave everything. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Are you
Can
asking
I-
me to share first?
Wait.
Or
Can I see if Ragro was telling the truth what he just said?
Sure.
well, let's ask.
It's hard because
Noah,
it's like you're not,
are
he's
you a
not
dirty
actually
liar?
deceiving, so I'll say do an average vigilance, just an average vigilance check. Okay, 1 failure, 2 advantages. You're not able to tell if he's lying or not but you have no reason to suggest that he is lying.
Okay.
However, you are able to tell that he wasn't telling you everything about his weapon.
Okay. So how much are you sharing, Mott?
Yeah, I mean, look, hey, she gave me these. I have these balls. She gave me this bag full of gems. It's what she gave me. You want more information? I spent a little while arguing with her about whether or not she was telling the truth. I still don't know that I trust her, but I believe she was telling me the truth, that there will be no negative repercussions. She said I don't have to use them. I don't know that I'm ever planning on using them. I still don't 100% trust her, and she said I could take the item and choose either to use it or not to use it.
I don't think she has anything to gain because she's got nothing left.
Boy, do I think there's something suspicious about this whole thing.
She said
I did it first, but when she pointed out that there's not much left of her anyways, I really don't think there is much she can do.
Yeah, I mean, who's to
her
say?
again.
Though,
See her again, we can argue.
now that
with
I just spoke those words, I thought about something. I wasn't gonna share it, but the capability of my weapon now steals life essence. She doesn't have anything left, but if we're stealing life essence, is it giving it back to her?
Yeah, it's a great question, isn't it?
What does yours do?
I don't know. It's got green swirly mist in there, and if I throw it, stuff comes out of it. That's what I've been informed.
What does yours do? Looks at
I just
Ragro.
told you. If I throw
It's,
it,
I will say, Shay was told that the life force transfers to you.
Yeah. I'm just making sure there wasn't any back door that she's getting a little bit of the essence on the side because maybe she's trying to come back.
we don't know. Well,
Yeah, just don't give the GM ideas. Gee whiz.
Sorry. That's how my brain works.
yeah, right. You talk about this is why we have a player only
It's
chat.
not. I will say it's not a new idea. I may or may not. We'll see.
Anyways, he kind of looks at it again. He's like, well, I guess now that you mention it, it kind of does have absorbs some life essence qualities. He looks a little bit more worried than you probably are now that you mention it.
Yeah.
But
I didn't think about that before, but once I spoke it out loud, it made sense. But Keenan, did you get a new weapon upgrade or anything?
Well, yes, I did. He pulls out his weapon, and on it you can see these kind of green crystals now that are on it, right, Nate? Green crystals, green gems. And he holds it out in front of him and holds it down to the ground and kind of, looks down, looks like he's, aiming something down on the ground with it. He's like, anything I kill with this gun, I can reanimate.
Well, that's creepy.
Very creepy.
That's pretty gross, but that's pretty similar to what I think I have. Minus the killing thing. I think I just throw things at them and then make things.
Though we don't know what this Darth Nectro was known for, so I had a feeling it had to do with blood, and then the green, I guess, has to do with reanimation or not dying.
We know
We
she
know-
was known for being a Sith.
Yeah, I meant of
all
Sith.
we
They
know.
usually are known for specific powers of some sorts of and so hers
good
is probably
things?
having to do with blood and not dying because we've run into two of her followers that just didn't die.
this is true.
Her ziggurat was made of skulls of many, many different species.
I feel like that's just a Sith thing.
Death
Oh yeah,
seems
murder.
to be...
Just copious murder.
Mhm. Yeah.
My only, I guess, the whole time I'm talking with her, right? The whole force mumbo jumbo and my intellectual brain just wants to say this is all hocus pocus and not to really think much of anything. The only problem I had was almost everything she said made sense.
That makes one of us.
Well, I mean, no, literally almost everything she said made sense. It was logically sound.
I still feel like there's a price that needs to be paid. Something just
I
doesn't
paid
feel
a
quite
toe.
right. But
And possibly a friendship.
Anyways, we should probably get back to the house.
Oh, hold on. No. She's got a valid point. He's got a valid point. I 100% agree. I think that whatever this is, a toe's not enough. Like, if I had the ability to not die, not even to just segment a portion of myself,
I mean,
to be a shard.
someone died.
I
That
don't
was
know.
part of
There
the
was a
cost.
There was a life given.
Yeah, somebody she didn't like. He was there for 100 years and she didn't even talk. 1,000 years, and she didn't talk to him at all.
I'm just saying there was
She
prices
didn't like
paid.
that guy.
And whether you don't think they're steep or not, I think some of them were. But also,
Yeah, okay, but if you were a Sith, if let's say you have control of unimaginable dark forces.
okay, worst possibility, we brought back a Sith, but she gave us power in return. Seems like a trade.
How much does
Yeah,
this
but,
bag
like-
of crystals worth?
Probably a
All
lot
I'm
though.
saying,
Like
If
seems-
somebody wants, they can do a streetwise check.
Pick me.
Actually, would it be streetwise or would it be? Let's actually do. We'll say knowledge lore. It's more of a
Pick me
knowledge
again.
thing than a
Jesus. Pick me.
knowledge lore. I'm gonna say hard lore check.
Yeah, with my rolls, this is gonna fail.
Lore.
This is gonna be
Hard
great.
lore.
Yep.
Failure.
Oh man.
My rolls
doing
tonight.
Yeah,
streetwise
you don't.
check
You're not
if
able
you wanna
to.
do
You're not
that
able to
instead.
price point.
I got no
what
clue.
these things cost.
They're shiny.
Everybody wants
can I
to
do it
do.
as
Everybody wants to try a skill lore check. You can.
I'd rather
You want me to? You want me to?
that like
You
I
want me
will
to
say that
examine
any
the money
threat
value.
rolled won't be like anything like strain. It would just be
Yeah.
information.
one
It would be
failure
information.
for
It would be
Keenan.
information related.
it's just for information, not like for the
What the
value
heck?
of it.
What the heck?
It's
Right?
just to
What the
know
heck?
to know what it is and what the
Yeah,
value
there you
of it
go.
would be.
Yeah,
Nope.
told you.
No, I
This is
knew.
going great, guys.
These are all really clean failures.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah.
One fail, one
Sure.
fail, two fails.
One potato,
Red
two potato,
fail,
three
blue
potato,
fail.
four.
My
One
fail,
failure,
your
one
fail.
Ah.
I got the threat.
Yeah, you don't know what they are. You don't even
I
know
bet you
like
my
what
mercenary
kind of. You
friends
don't even
could
know what
look 'em
kind of
over.
like stone it is. You don't know if it's crystal or you just. They look nice. They look
Some type of
valuable.
rock.
Bet you we could ask the mercs. They probably would know what they're worth.
The
Fair
who?
enough.
The mercenaries that are living in our house.
They do have a squad.
Yes, the people I've been introduced to recently.
That if we're building up some kind of group, we need more
No,
people.
I forgot they were in the house. I'm not gonna. All of this was a lot. So to remember that these people who moved in less than a day ago
Oh,
are in my house that I
I-
got less than a day ago.
I found out that I also have a connection to the Red Fang that I didn't know of before today.
Really? How so?
I have a debt that I have to pay, but it's not because of me, it's because of Jonah. I took on his debt. He was killed for it. That's why I'm here. I was running from them. I didn't know who the debt was owed to. Finds out that my friends just told me that it was the Red Fang. So now I kind of just want to kill them all, if I'm being honest.
And then reanimate their bodies.
No.
How long can
sorry.
they stay reanimated for?
I keep
1
talking
hour.
about Jonah like you all know who Jonah
Oh.
is. Jonah is the closest thing I had to family, and he was like a dad to me. I have a mom, she's nowhere and useless, but Jonah took me in and took care of me and taught me to be a mechanic and fix things, and yeah, that's why this trinket meant so much to me. Yeah, so I have a relation to them too.
Ragro
I-
will kind of like at you talking about this. He'll kind of like go over, like kind of put his hand on your shoulder and say like, if there's anything that I understand, it's that you can never take your family for granted. I'll stand by your side and slaughter them all.
That's why I have no problem with taking this such and such power, because if it gives me a chance to fight back, I'm going to.
Well, I'll be honest. This was not necessarily the power I thought that was going to be the end of this search. However, it will take some time to formulate what steps we want to do next.
Am I
If
the only
we
one that
still
doesn't
want
feel
to
like
stay
this is the
together.
end?
I mean, we do have a base that we all are still living at that maybe we should be getting to.
Yeah, might as well put these droids to good use somewhere.
They can guard the house. So we're taking shifts to be able to fit everyone and go back.
How
So-
far is it from Jorge's here to our new base? Like walking?
To the base. Walking would be. I mean, less than a day.
Is
I mean,
this
how
here
long
an
would it take to
open
walk
top?
like an hour drive? Like I'm guessing, let's say it's 80 miles, and these things can probably go fast.
Yeah.
That's a few hours.
Is it an open top speeder?
Yes,
Yeah.
How many seats are in the speeder?
4.
4 seats. Okay. You robot, I need you to scrunch down. Bend your knees, bend at the hips, bend your arms, and I kind of like make this kind of
Fetal position robot.
Yes, thank you. That was the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Can it do that?
I don't.
Oh,
I still
no,
don't
I
know
mean,
if
it squats down still maybe like 2.5 to 3 feet.
Mott, the thing still has mass. Speeders can only carry so much.
Yeah, but I mean, we're pretty light. I'm not a big guy. You're not a big guy. Ragro's pretty big.
We've got Ragro and 4 of these things. We're gonna have to do it in
These
shifts.
things carry huts. I think it'll be fine.
We can sit here for a little bit. It's not that big of a deal.
Is there any kind
It'd
of
probably only take
metro
2
or,
trips, really.
or other
Not out
airspeeder
here.
taxis?
This is kind of further out.
We're in the
than-
boonies.
It's even farther out than
Here.
where y'all live.
Or we're going to the boonies, at least.
Y'all, where y'all
Except-
live is actually it's closer to the archive is farther away from like the Insomnia District and everything else than your places.
Fair enough.
So, but it's all kind of in the same
Ragro-
direction of.
Ragro said he
from-
was fine with waiting. I'm guessing Mott, you don't want to sit out here in the open. I need to go back to get medical treatment. So me and Mott and our robots can go back first. And then I'll send the speeder back. Either I'll bring it back or I'll get one of the others to bring it back. So you guys
Yeah.
can have it. Sound good?
Yeah,
That sounds good,
for
Shay.
me.
Good idea, Shay.
Fair enough.
Nice job, Shay.
She glares at Keenan.
Then so the two droids and Mott and Shay get in the speeder and speed off, and Ragro and Keenan are there at the archive. Yeah.
Hey,
Did you do-
Ragro, we should see what these guys could do. Maybe we should have them spar against each other.
Well, wouldn't want to get them damaged, but maybe a simple exhibition.
Yeah.
He kind of like pulls a table over, orders his droid to like stand across from him, and like kind of like puts his arm down on the table.
Sure.
Keenan does the same. He's like, droid, come over here. Arm wrestle. This other droid.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he wanted to test it for himself.
Yeah.
That's why he
So
put
He
his
wanted to arm
Ragro,
wrestle the droid himself.
Ragro can
You
go
wanted-
first.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Um,
Yes, Ragro, please go ahead. Droid,
do
stand down
a-
for a moment.
Because watching the droids arm wrestle each other, that's kind of like it's not really a good
Yeah.
example, right?
You can do an
It
opposed
doesn't give us
athletics
bit of a
check.
baseline. Okay, what do we got?
It's going to be 2 red and 3 purple.
Wow.
They're beefy.
You know
They're
that
pretty
joke we make
strong.
about Ragro ripping arms off? Hope he doesn't get his own arm ripped off.
Nice. Oh.
I found him giving ideas.
One success, 2 threats, and a
Talk
despair.
about an episode with flesh severed, and I'm kidding. So Ragro, you managed
Oh no,
to
I
just,
know it's gonna happen,
it is
don't I?
it is a 4-minute long arm wrestle.
Okay.
But you
yeah.
you finally manage to press the hand down onto the other
Mhm.
side of the table. However, when you stop, the muscle in your arm just you've pulled it really bad or strained it or something, like it feels
Yeah.
off. So I'm gonna say honestly it was probably gonna be the rest of this session. If you use your arm, take a setback dice.
Okay.
That's not bad
Oh.
for a poll. That's
Yeah.
that's
You might not
too
even end up
bad.
using it
I mean-
this session, but
It's very fair. It's very fair.
Keenan, as you're watching this arm wrestling fight, you spot across the street that there is a pawn shop.
You could sell the robot. You could sell Ragro.
Oh.
Thankfully, Mott's
Dog
not
reference?
standing there to actually
What was
say
that
this.
again?
Just that.
Repeat that.
Ragro.
Repeat that real quick.
Mott wouldn't sell Ragro. Mott needs Ragro.
Mom's got a
There's
robot
a,
now.
Yeah, I'll
There's a-
say that again. That last part was Mott what?
Me? Oh, Mott needs
Mott-
Ragro.
Mott. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
No, look, Mott
That's
feels
right.
that way. Joe, on the other hand,
Joe is a
put it
little.
out there. Not many people speak Wookiee. It'd be an easy way to. You make some cash.
So Keenan, after he's watching, Ragro kind of do this, he sees the pawn shop. He takes like a crystal out of his bag.
You
Puts
hear
out
a
a crystal.
slam on the table.
Yeah. Well done, Ragro. Good job. Watch my bag of crystals. I'm gonna go see if I can identify maybe how much this is.
Yep, go-
Can you watch this
go do that.
bag for me?
Yep, yeah, I'll watch. He kind of like reaches over with his bad arm, kind of like uncharacteristically like droops it a little bit, and then it quickly grabs it with his other arm.
You
and
notice
sets it
nothing.
down on the table.
So if you walk over across the street, you like push open the door. It's a push door. You push open the door, and it makes a little like chime sound as you walk in. I'll be with you in 1 second. And
Keenan
you hear like
walks
the
in
crash
and-
of like items falling over or stuff just like falling over. Oh,
This guy's a professional.
dang ferret. Sorry
I was
about
waiting for
that. Yes, well, welcome into the shop.
Yes, hello, good man. Your name?
My name is Orzo.
Orzo, pleasure to meet you. You see, I have something I'd like to just maybe help get some identification on, and maybe see the value of. I found this in my grandmother's attic, last week, and it's been very interesting. I've been taking it to a few different places, and just wanted to see if I could get your opinion. Do you appraise different items?
I see all sorts of items here. I can take a look, see what it would be worth.
Wonderful. Well, here you go. And he puts the crystal kind of down on the counter in front of him.
Yeah, and once he sees the crystal, he goes, "Oh, fancy crystal you have here." And he looks around on his on like the counter and kind of reaches around the barred window and grabs some glasses and puts them on, and he hits a thing and like multiple lenses do like the thing where it's like yeah, and he's staring at it. This is some I believe this is a Degeric crystal.
A Degeric crystal.
These are, if you were to try to buy these, they're worth about 1,000 credits each. I'd be willing to give you it could be part of the price, but I'll start with 250.
2,500?
250.
Man,
man's got to resell, you know.
Of course you do. Well, I appreciate you taking a look at this, and I'm afraid I'll have to go back to one of the other pawn shops that offered me a significant amount more. But thank you, though. And Keenan puts his hand out.
And he shakes your hand. We're here. We're always open.
Wonderful, thank you. And he'll take the crystal and start to head out the door.
Yeah. And you walk out the door and you hear the chime again. You walk across the street back to the archive.
Ragro's
Head
kind
over-
of like nursing his arm, and then as soon as the door opens, he just like shifts back into a normal position again.
Ragro,
Oh, yes.
looks like I've got this appraised at possibly around 1,000 credits. Pawn shop owner was willing to give me 250 for it, though, but I believe it's worth a lot more than that.
And if we were to guesstimate about how many of these individual crystals,
it's enough. You can dump them on the table and count. They're not like
Oh, so it's not
a
like
pouch. It's a pouch like this
Darn.
big. It's a pouch like the whole pouch can fit in your hand, and the crystals are maybe
I
like
think-
an inch to an inch and a half long. So if
There's
you were
a
to,
good 10,000 crystals in in bag.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right?
if
can
Keenan
buy
wants
the-
to actually count, there are about
That's
there are 25 crystals in each pouch.
Okay.
okay.
So like if you got a really good sell roll, you could sell all 4 pouches for 100,000 credits.
That's pretty good.
Does that
Okay.
treasure
That's
meet your expectations?
that's some cash. That's some
Keenan
cash.
will accept that.
Oh.
Now we just
Especially
need to
because
find
we-
maybe the best place to sell these.
Yeah, sell these.
And you can always attempt to sell it and say no.
Yep.
I think, right? Like it's their rules is written thing where if you try to roll to negotiate to sell and you don't roll well enough and they say, we'll take, 50%, you could be like, I'm good. You're
Yeah.
not like locked into the sale at any point. So but yeah.
We'll go back to and talk with Shay and Mott and let them know too, and maybe after the day we can go find another place that might purchase these.
So we're gonna switch over to Mott and Shay riding in the car.
How's it feel not having a pinky toe?
Painful.
Can you feel it?
Well, I don't feel it because it's not there, but I do feel the pain of it.
Well, anyway, so Shay, what do you think? Do you think this was worth the investment we've placed time-wise to do this?
I wouldn't have been happy until we figured out what the answer was. I was never really in it for the gold or the power or anything. I just wanted to figure out the puzzle.
Was it? You're satisfied. You're pretty pleased with this outcome.
Pleased is a weird way to put it. I'm satiated for now.
That's also a weird way to put it.
I have more questions. I kind of want to understand why she made sense. But
Yeah, I think you were gonna go into a little bit more detail about what she was talking to you with, right? And how she made sense. Now, I was just a little curious. Since it's gonna be like an hour of driving back, if you wanted to just,
what was it she said when we walked in? Something about strength and power and all of that?
Yeah, sounds right.
Everything that she said in that whole line of dialogue made sense. You don't just have power, you have to gain it, and you get it through strength, and you get it, it was a logical connection of things. And yeah, they were kind of extreme at times, but they did make sense. She was just pointing out that I was kind of barely living because I was focusing on surviving. You kind of have to, she asked, I don't know if she asked you this, but she asked kind of what I wanted. And I couldn't answer because I don't really have anything that I want. Most of the time, my goal is just survive. I never really think past that. If I'm working, it's working to make payments to make food for the next day. I'm not thinking that far ahead. This is the first time I've done something just because I wanted to know the answer. And she kind of pointed that out. It's kind of harsh, but it needed to be said, I guess. And not that that's wrong to just want to survive, I obviously, but am I really living if I'm just surviving?
I mean, yeah, isn't that the whole point of living?
Yeah, but if I'm not doing anything with it, what's the point?
I mean, to live, to survive, to breathe another day. Lots of creatures all over the place just want to live.
Yeah, but
That's how it works, right?
I'm not just some creature. I should be doing something with it, should I not? If I'm just surviving, nothing more, I haven't done anything. Even at the end of my life, I can look back and say, what have I done? I lived. That was it.
I mean, what does she do, though? She's just surviving. She's just sitting down there doing nothing.
There are books written about her.
Yeah, so
she
what?
had freaking
She's
acolytes
dead.
that
She's
did her
there.
bidding. She had power, obviously.
But I mean, at the end of the day, dead's dead. Or whatever that is, I don't know.
Yeah, but at least she had something written about her. She had a legacy, something remembered. I haven't done anything to be remembered.
Don't write a book.
About what?
Whatever.
Fixing a gun?
Living. Whatever you want to write it about. Go spend a year off a course on or something. I don't know.
You get my point, though.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. All she talked about was freedom for me, and she acts like she's so high and mighty, and she's the one who's trapped down there, right? How do you offer somebody freedom? How do you offer
freedom
somebody?
Not what you want?
I have freedom. I do
Do
whatever
you?
I want to do.
No, you live in fear of someone chasing you. Is that true freedom?
No, I have freedom. Freedom is being able to go somewhere else when somebody's chasing me. Thank you very much.
I know what it feels like to be being chased. I don't use my real name because of that.
Meanwhile, Mott is wearing a old woman's outfit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you live in fear. You don't have freedom. True freedom is not having to fear anything.
Yeah, well, maybe that's what I'm gonna deal with next, huh? Maybe that's my thing. I don't know.
What? Learning to not fear anything?
Yeah, I look, I'm not afraid of nothing.
Mm-hmm. Except for you were practically quivering when that girl was next to us.
Yeah, well, when there's certain things that can kill you very easily, I'm respectfully aware of that.
So you're afraid of them. It's not weakness to admit what you're afraid of.
Yeah, it's fine to have a healthy level of fear. That's all I'm saying.
It's logical. If you didn't, I'd be worried about your sanity. I already kind of am. You can admit that you're afraid. It doesn't make you weak.
I'm mildly afraid of certain things.
I'm happy you can trust me to say that.
Anything major. Look, I still have freedom. I'm not. My fear does not make me not free.
No, it just makes you dress up like an old lady.
I enjoy doing this.
I'm sure you do.
I can stop whenever I want to. Thank you very much.
I bet.
So about this time, y'all arrive to the warehouse, to the headquarters. Into the garage.
Yeah, I just pull straight into the garage because it's into the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, droid, you can stay there for now. And she points to the corner of the garage where there's plenty of space for it to just stand.
Okay. And it walks over and it stands in the corner.
I
What
would
does she want to yell for?
put mine into my room and tell it to kill anyone who comes in without me.
Sounds like a great idea.
Is that what you actually tell it?
Oh yeah. No.
Okay.
He's
It
like,
walks up to your room and
The
it
valuables in
closes the
there.
door behind it, and it stands right at the door.
right. I said anyone who's not me, right?
Yep.
Yeah, or without me. Yeah. I'm pretty satisfied with that.
Shay just kind of hollers. and is like,
Nothing can go
Hey.
wrong.
hey, Ashy, anyone? Guys?
Wait, I don't share a room with anyone, do I? Did I forget that?
No, you don't.
Okay. Yeah.
And you hear back, oh, Shay! You back yet?
Any of you guys got an extra med kit? Mine's a little out of date. I mean, I used it all.
Tapped.
We didn't exactly bring one along.
Can I send one of you to the store?
Well, have you, you mentioned you just bought this place. Have you checked all the cabinets yet?
Can you do it for me? She kind of like pulls her like leg out. Luckily, it was her left foot. She was smart enough, not her pedal foot. So she like pulls her leg out and it's just like dripping blood.
Oh, yeah. I'll take a look. And starts
Thanks.
looking through. Would you like to spend a destiny token to have a med kit?
Sure.
You should probably keep that elevated, by the way.
Found it.
Thanks, Ashy. You
She
want to
brings
help me
it- she
wrap
brings
this
it-
up?
Yeah, she brings it over to you and helps you start bandaging. Do you want Ashy to roll for medicine to help with it?
Oh gosh, I don't know what her stats are. Sure.
Are the droids we got better at medicine?
That's a good question. I don't know.
That's
might
a good
be.
question. That's a good question. I don't know.
We could check. They were real good at the thing at the arm wrestling.
They were really good at athletics.
Droids
Yeah.
are not that. They're very min-max, so they're typically kind of good at one thing.
That's true.
Looks like they got a
So,
5
these
brawn and a
boys that
1
probably punch
intellect.
hard. Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's average. She's average intelligence.
I'm gonna just do my own check then.
It's hard, isn't it harder? No, it's when you're doing a critical injury that's harder when you work on yourself. I can also see if any of your other people have a higher injury.
Yeah,
One
because
of them
I would
think
know
does.
which I think.
Aura has a 3 in.
Oh yes, keep giving us all the information.
Yeah.
To be
Say
fair,
it all out
I
loud.
think Shay is their best character because that's what she was needed for.
Well, Shay would know
I'm,
Shay would know what they're good at. So
Yeah.
yeah, you'd say so. Aura and Velu are the above average intelligence people.
Yeah, but none of them are as high as mine.
Shay,
Right?
I'll take the thing back
that's
while
correct.
you recover. Don't go in my room. I told the robot to kill anybody who comes in. All right,
That
I'll see you
seems like
later.
a bad idea. What if I
No,
need to like
just don't go in there.
okay. What if you don't wake up and we need to come wake you up?
Well, I can change
Ashley,
the order, but until then, nobody should go in that room.
Ashley kind of
Okay.
like pulls out her comm while she's taking a look at your toe and being like, "Hey guys, don't go in Mott's room." Puts away her comm link.
I guess I'm rolling because wise I have the
Is
best.
it a harder roll when you're working on yourself, even if it's a medicine check, or is that only if it's critical injuries?
I don't remember.
I think when you're doing medicine check to yourself, I think it bumps it up a difficulty.
Never mind. Ask Aura.
Treating your own wounds is +2 purple.
Nope,
Ooh.
nope. Ask Aura.
That's
Aura, do
2.
it.
Okay.
Aura!
Ashley Aura comes down. Oh my gosh. Here, let me take a look at that. And
Leave the toe in your
then
face.
medicine check. Your wounds are below half, so it's easy. Wow. Well, heal
Wow.
all your strain.
Thanks. Her presence is so
Ashley's
calming.
gonna be like, no, you're doing it all wrong. Is gonna like kind of take over, and Aura's like, let me help you.
How many people does it take to heal a toe?
Yeah.
Well, I guess to heal a stub.
There
There
it
is no
Okay.
toe there.
You can heal.
Hey.
You have no more strain to heal, right?
Yeah.
So you can heal 2 wound, and the bleeding stops.
Yay. I still don't have a toe, but I don't need that toe.
Get a cybernetic toe.
Super helpful. Just that pinky toe.
It
just-
could
it's
be.
now cybernetic.
Could be.
a lock.
You never know.
Picking
A
toe.
grapple
Hey,
toe.
That's the first step to having a fully cybernetic foot.
It has a
Right.
little
Technically,
stabby thing that
then
comes
you'd be a
out to
cyborg,
poison people.
Technically.
She could kick people and stab them and poison them. It'd be great.
Mhm. Or make it like one of those
Yep.
punching gloves that like go out and retract.
She's a
Or
scorpion
like
with
Assassin's
a
Creed
toe
with
stab.
the sleeve
Yeah.
blade, except
Yes.
it's a toe blade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how are y'all gonna go pick up Mott and Keenan?
Well, if the bleeding is
Ragro
stopped, I guess I
and
will
Keenan?
go pick. I will go pick up Keenan and Ragro.
And you
yeah,
head
I can
you head
take
over,
over.
you pick them up. it's a little bit of a tight squeeze because now there's five butts and 4 seats.
I made Keenan sit in the back between the robots.
I will say before this happened, like at some point there's gonna be some dead air between Keenan and Ragro, right? And like somewhere in the middle of that, Keenan would ask him straight up, "So, why did you take it?"
Why did I take the gift?
We both know I'm not talking about the gift.
Oh, it's a long story. Wasn't meant to hurt her. Look, I'll tell you something if you promise not to tell the others.
Sure, we'll go for it.
I can't help myself. And he starts to open up a pouch. In the pouch, he takes out.
The list of objects.
he takes out.
Cup from the glowworm.
Yeah, so he takes out a shot glass right from the glowworm and puts it on the table. Takes out parchment or a pen from
the business cards or something.
Yeah, there was business cards from the Rusty Wrench.
Right, and just started taking out all this stuff. And he's just like, I just take things. I can't seem to help it. Part of this was one of the reasons why I'm not welcome any longer on my planet. That's another story. I don't know. I see something and I think it's mine, and so I take it.
I see.
And as he puts it out there, Ragro notices none of the stuff is like valuable.
Yeah.
It's like just,
Junk.
things. Yeah.
Dirt cheap.
Probably the most valuable thing was that Beskar trinket that I took from Shay. But it as everything is laid out in front of him, there's a moment where Keenan just kind of swipes at the table and all of it just goes flying across the room, and there's a sense of frustration there. Maybe he lets go for a moment.
I can't say that I really understand why or what's going through your mind when you do this, but
it's nothing. It's a thing I deal with, and it's nothing.
But I appreciate your honesty.
I haven't taken anything from you, but and again, I didn't live with you for a while your wounds were being mended. But anyways, I it's something I'm dealing with, and we'll just move forward.
About this time, you hear a coming from outside.
There's
We
Shay.
can move forward.
Thank you, Ragro.
You're
All
welcome.
right, Shay, shotgun.
No.
Oh, still.
That was all she said.
Well, all right. We're organizing the droids. Get back into the speeder.
I
Shay
don't know,
kind of like
Ragro,
looks at
there's-
Ragro and pats the seat next to her, like you're up here.
Yes, there's something about a Wookiee as a co-pilot that just
Just seems
warms
right.
my heart.
So it feels right, yeah. Something about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So y'all drive back to the headquarters. Is there any words spoken on the way?
It's a very awkward silent ride
Yeah,
the whole way.
that's what I thought.
I feel like
Yep.
Maybe there's one moment where I
Um,
say, Shay, found out how much these crystals are worth.
Oh,
We're looking at maybe anywhere between 250 to 1,000 credits.
huh. Nice.
each.
Oh, nice.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Just an awkward silence. Simmer for a little bit. So after a long and silent drive, you finally make it back to the headquarters, and we can fast forward a little bit if you want. Unless you think something's really going to happen, like important. Is there an important conversation anybody wants to have for the remainder of the evening? I'm imagining y'all getting back late, maybe like 11 p.m. kind of thing.
None of my friends know anything force related, so I wouldn't. That's the only thing she's like thinking about right now, so she's not even like able to ask them anything.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like establishing what our next steps are is probably.
I want to do
on
that
the
this session as
docket.
well, like so that way we're not doing that at the beginning of the next session.
Yeah, so we could probably
like,
do that
maybe we
first
could
thing in the
fast
morning.
forward a day or two to get to
Everyone
the point
healed up and
where
calm.
You don't
down.
think we would do that next? I feel like that would be kind of the.
I mean, it depends. It's by the time everybody get back, it's gonna be like 11 p.m. Y'all have been
Do it over breakfast.
go fight. Exploring chamber, fighting Sith
Go fight
George guard thing.
We are kind of
exploring
exhausted.
temple.
It's been a day.
It's been a long
Keenan-
day.
Keenan forgets what room is his and starts walking into Mott's. And, no, just kidding.
Shay, I was gonna say Shay would see him and be like,
He'll be mourned.
Keenan.
Yep, go right in.
The door slides open, and the droid says, "You are not Mott. Eliminate."
Oh, what? Wrong room. Mott?
Meanwhile, from the bathroom, what?
Mott!
Yeah. I'm
Your
on the
robot
toilet.
he's attacking me.
Did you go to my room?
It was an accident.
Good, yeah. Don't stop. Oh, just wait and see how long that takes.
Keenan
fine.
comes into the bathroom with you.
Slam the door behind me.
I'm using this.
Just a second. Shh. Your robot's after me. Or your droid,
Yeah,
I
no,
should
that's what I
say.
told it to do.
Well, tell it to stop. I just forgot which room was mine.
Okay, you can stop trying to kill him for
You hear,
now.
like,
But if he
a
goes back into my room,
Tonk like away from the door, back to Mott's room.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry.
yeah, that's right. Get out of here.
Now, which room was mine again?
No. Yeah, everybody goes to bed. Heal one wound, heal all strain. If y'all want to just would y'all want to talk the next day, or would you want to just relax for a day?
I have an
Breakfast.
idea that I do want to talk with him the next
Mott
day.
would like to get this
Okay.
out of the way as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
He's ready for
Great.
whatever.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's breakfast the next morning. Who's making breakfast? Is Keenan trying to warm up to Shay? Or
I don't know if Keenan knows how to make breakfast.
well, that makes it even better.
I had a feeling Shay would be up there with Ashy and Aura and just be chatting while making breakfast.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. You smell
I
the
try
delicious.
to interject myself here and there, trying to Shay, let me help you here.
She accidentally burns a piece of toast. She goes, "Oh, good, here, this is for you."
Oh, it's a little burnt, Shay, for my tastes.
Oh, oops, my bad.
I'll eat it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Here you go, Mott.
Hey, thanks.
Crunch. Puts it on top of his other piece of toast that he already has.
Everybody kind of eventually sits down with their breakfast at the table, and Ashy can feel the emotion in the room and kind of says, you know what, guys, maybe we should head upstairs. And kind of forces Aura and Belu and to kind of go back to upstairs, give y'all some privacy.
Do they have a room? Where are they going upstairs?
Yes, they have the guest room.
We
had
how many
two of
rooms
those.
are in this building again?
We had 6 rooms.
Was there 6? I can't remember exactly how many I said.
You said
when
something like 6 or 8. It was a lot.
I think
Well,
yeah,
it's
there
a
were
big
6
house.
Yeah, there were 6 or 8 rooms.
They're,
But
they're,
not
they're in
7.
the guest rooms.
I'll go
6
back and
or
double
8.
check.
Either way, that's enough for all of us to have a room and extra guest rooms.
So how long are these people planning on staying here again? I just out of curiosity.
Until we tell them to leave, they're supposed to help us stay safe.
Yeah, I think we got that covered now. I feel
Yeah.
like we have.
Weren't we talking about getting some kind of organization together? If we need that, we need people, and they're people.
Or an organization.
Yeah, you guys were talking about some kind of making a group of people unified under one common cause or something.
I don't know if I remember that.
Keenan was talking about it?
Yesterday morning.
Well,
Oh, lots happened. It's
Well,
yeah, it's been a long day.
I think things have changed a little bit, but I have a thought.
Okay.
I have an idea. Mott,
Yeah.
obviously there's someone that is still after you. Sorry to bring that up,
Yes.
but I wonder if we have the means now to do something more about that in a more aggressive way.
Look, selling her friends to them doesn't seem like the nicest idea to me.
That's where your brain went, really?
But was that not what you thought he was implying?
That was not what he was implying.
All right.
Yes, not
I
what I was
thought
implying.
that's what he meant.
No, I'm thinking more of with our new gifts. Is there a chance that maybe we could end these people looking for you constantly?
So with all of what you know about the farm, you would now, if it was just you 4 previously, there would be next to no way that you guys would be able to take it down. Now, with the 4 of you, the new weapons, the 4 Shay's friends on top of the droids, you have a decent chance of being able to stop the farm.
I mean, yeah, maybe. How capable are these people Shay brought in?
They're mercenaries. They kill.
Yeah, but I
for a
watched them
living.
try to wrap your toe earlier, and they were incredibly
well-
capable of that for the most part.
We'll put it
Aside
this
from
way:
Ashley.
they brought me in for the brains, but everything else they're good at. And they're not exactly
Oh.
dumb. They're just not as smart
I'm
as
not
me, which
saying
is
Keenan
kind of
got
hard to do
burnt
anyways.
toast from one of them, but it's not hard to not burn toast.
I burnt that toast to give it to Keenan.
Oh, well, it was really good. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Anyways, Mott, what would you do
Yeah.
if you could just be rid of this constant annoyance in your life? I see you being a lot more free than you are now.
Okay, and here's another thing. If we do free a bunch of people that have nowhere to go, we have somewhere for them to go, hence new organization we're making.
Shay, that is a brilliant idea. Well done, Shay.
I know, that's what my brains are for.
Something maybe even to rival the Crimson Fang. He
Okay,
looks at Shay.
Let's slow our rolls
I'd
real
be okay
quick.
with
The
that.
red thing.
We're rolling a lot of
That's what I meant,
dice.
The red Fang. It's
Let's-
red Fang. Red Fang.
Yeah, let's roll a couple of dice at a time instead of the whole bag. All right.
Good metaphor.
We're examining whether or not dealing with them is an option. Yes, I would like to help all of the other people who have also been stuck on the farm. It's wonderful. Very altruistic. What a goal.
If you have nothing to run from, you would
what a
actually be
goal.
free.
What a quote.
We were
Look,
talking
I
about
don't
freedom.
like people telling me that I don't feel like I'm free. That's it. I don't
You
like
aren't.
that.
If
You
you're
don't
hauled
know-
down by
you don't know my
something-
business. You don't know how I feel. I'm free as a bird. I can fly away whenever I want to.
So if
Okay.
I went out into the street and started yelling, "Hey, farm people! Mott, Serbo, the one you're looking for is right here," and pointed to our house, you'd be fine?
I mean, I don't think, no, that would be really, obviously, that would be mean. There's no reason for you to do such a thing.
I wouldn't
okay?
do that.
That's
I'm
all
saying that means you're living in fear of something, which means you're not truly free. What he's proposing is something that would actually make you truly free. You wouldn't have anything that you're fearing anymore.
Fine. If I agree to doing this, will you all cut it out with the freedom thing, all right? Like, I don't want to hear it anymore. Mott is a free bird, and
You are.
nothing is... No, stop it. I am a free
You are.
bird.
I, for one, would be very happy to stop listening to the bickering.
Yeah, so fine. Yes, okay. Let's do that.
Wow, we got him to agree to
go
something.
there, right? We'll get this schmutz dealt with, and then we'll move on to the next thing, okay? And then no one's gonna say that Mott's not free or doesn't feel free again, okay? Can I get
Hey,
that in writing?
Does that mean that you'll trust my friends enough to help us?
No, I'm hoping that they die or something. I don't know. I don't hope that. I'm so sorry. I take that back. The burnt toast was great. Thank you for the burnt toast.
Mm-hmm. She's just like holding a butter knife in her hand, like contemplating whether to throw it at you or not. And she's like, probably not.
Look, I don't like
A
new
butter
people.
fiber knife. I'm kidding.
That's all. I don't like new people. I don't know these people.
Yeah, well, we were new people at one point too, and now
And
we're
I
not.
didn't like you then, and I like you now.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. You just gotta warm up
there's-
to them.
I don't put a time frame on warming up to people.
No, but I'm saying if they help you take out the place that you know was horrible to you, then maybe you might trust them a little more.
Maybe they prove to be untrustworthy. Like, I'm not going to commit to that. I'm just saying.
Well,
We get it. You agree, but are still bickering. Now be quiet.
Thank you.
In unison.
Yeah. So now that y'all have a direction, I mean, we could probably wrap up here, right? Like, yeah. So
Whoa!
I'm going to say the
Whatever.
camera fades out and we get the rights to Freebird totally to play this at the end.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do something that's completely not rules as written here, and I'm going to flip 4 Dark Side Destiny tokens and say obligation triggers for next session. So,
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
yeah,
Okay, then.
I'm doing that because again,
So
to
does
get
that mean
this
we
show on the
automatically start with
road.
4 white light side tokens?
No, I
Eh?
used all of my Dark Side tokens from the session because there was much of an opportunity to use them.
Okay.
We didn't do a whole lot of
Okay.
checks this session. This was
Sure.
more
True,
mid.
and I
Sure.
failed them naturally anyways.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So
We each get 75 XP.
everybody can get. How much did I give last time?
10.
I think you gave like 75 XP last time.
No,
Yeah,
last time
you
was 10.
you said you were going to give 80 this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Totally.
argued that seemed like a lot, but you were insistent, so...
Well, no, how much did I give you all at the end of last session?
10.
I think
I don't-
Genuinely.
It was
10.
10. Okay.
10?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
I mean,
give
it
each of you
wasn't-
guys 25 XP.
Woohoo!
Way better. Definitely better.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
This episode was brought to you by RPGsessions.com. Go sign up for free today using the link in the description below or typing it out in your web browser or whatever is easiest for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you're enjoying this so far. I haven't said that enough in this series. This whole thing takes a lot of work, so it really means a lot if you could just, for free, go down and just blast that like button. Appreciate it. Thanks. But we will see you guys in the next episode. What's going to happen? I'm excited. See you
Looking
then.
forward to it.